There'll be a full house at Adelaide Oval later this afternoon for the big showdown, and that presents an enormous challenge for stadium management and caterers. Most supporters take all the work for granted, but we'll give you a glimpse at what goes into making a day like this a success.
We have up to 1,600 staff on game day in a range of areas. The main area is our food and beverage operation, which has up to 600 or 700 staff at any one time. That includes our retail staff, our corporate staff, and then you've got our upper operations staff, which is our ushers, our ticketing staff, our gate staff, etc. So it is a huge operation. We've got 22 function rooms in the facility, and most of those are full on game day. So we're working very closely with Adelaide Football Club, and they run a number of the functions, but our food and beverage team are going absolutely flat out to deliver the best quality food and beverage and service that we can possibly deliver. And our corporate catering, we can deliver up to 5,000 plated meals on a game day, which is quite extraordinary. Then our retail food and beverage is huge. There's over 30 bars and kiosks around the place. We've got additional food vendors in the venue as well. I think we serve about 8,000 hot dogs, gourmet hot dogs on a game day. Thousands of pies and pasties, of course, Balfour's pies and pasties, and Cokes, and obviously the other beverages as well. So it's it's a huge operation.
Showdowns put extra pressure on everybody, players, coaches and support staff, and they all respond differently. We'll examine this in Under the Coach's Roof, brought to you by Victory Verandas, Patios, Carports and Louvers. Assistant Coach David Teague gives us an idea of how the players prepare for showdowns. A former assistant at West Coast, he's used to hometown rivalry.
Look, everyone loves a big game, and playing your arch rival in your own town, it's really exciting. I spent 3 years at West Coast where they played Freo, and it was nothing better than when the crowd and the supporters and the whole town comes alive. And to be honest, I think Adelaide, my feeling so far is that it's bigger. The people seem a little bit more even patriotic in terms of they have their colours, they have them in their cars and their shops, so it's pretty exciting. You have to treat every player differently in terms of these big games. Some players, they'll just go about their business, and we're big on getting their preparation right, but there's no doubt other players may get caught up in the hype of a big game. Ideally, we don't want our players to rise for a big game. We want them to come and play 100% all the time. But I've got no doubt that some players handle that pressure of a big game better, and they do step up, and we've seen over time champions step up when it matters, and these are the games where sometimes you see a young player really grow if they can compete and play well under intense pressure. The hype for this game is probably the closest you'll get for finals, so hopefully you can learn from it. As a player and as a coach, you always want to be learning, and this is a week where you can start to put some things into place. Distractions outside of the football club increase. Probably as a coach, it's probably identifying the players that may get distracted a little bit and just focus them back in on the job at hand and the task, and hopefully they can learn that if they can handle this game, then they're preparing themselves well for finals.
For fans, a showdown victory gives them bragging rights, at least for a while anyway. So when Farmers Union Iced Coffee asked supporters to have your say, we wanted to know what was their favourite showdown moment and why.
Last year, the second showdown, just because we won, really.
Showdown moment, any time the Crows win.
My favourite showdown moment is whenever the Crows beat Port Power.
Everyone when we beat Port.
Whenever we beat Port.
McLeod, when he kicked the last goal. Yeah, did an awesome last quarter, I remember, in the wet, I think.
Probably when Truckee Ben Rutten kicked that goal against Treaders back in 2005 semi-final, I reckon. That just put the icing on the cake.
When Andrew McLeod kicked the winning goal in 2005?
When Andrew McLeod kicked that goal in the semi-final showdown.
When McLeod kicked the goal in 2005, so he won.
When we were behind and we came back and we beat Port Adelaide, that's got to be the best.
Oh, one going back long ago when we were way behind and Mark Rasciuto just kicked a few goals and we got ahead and we ended up winning. That was a great memory, but that was many years ago.
In the early 2000s, when I think we were about maybe 42 points down and Mark Rasciuto led us to victory.
After the break, the former Hawk, who's now a Crow.